Welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley, James Harrison and LeVar Arrington are back. Time now for a big story. Let's move to the Cowboys, who have taken the drama over their stars' new contracts to a new level this week. Jerry Jones already made some pretty pointed comments about Dak and Zeke's negotiations. And now his son, Steven, has decided to call out the stars' agents and their intentions, saying, quote, "I have a lot of respect for most agents. I really do. I think they're trying to do their jobs for these players. But I do think sometimes they don't have the same end game that maybe the players should and we do." Completely agree with Stephen Jones here. He's finally said what I've been saying about Dak Prescott. Todd France, the agent, has a different end game than what's in the best interest of Dak Prescott. The question is, who agent do you think Jones has a bigger problem with, Dak or Zeke? Obviously, I think it's Dak.
You're right there. He nailed it about agents, and not entirely the entire agency and what they represent, but there are a large portion of them that all of a sudden you can see the incentives may differ from the player, from the team, and obviously the agent. With that said, he's talking to Zeke's agent right now, bro. Oh, yeah. He like, excuse me, Dougie Fresh. You got 2 years left on your deal, man. Can you chill? You know, me and you, we got some history together. I know where the bodies are buried. I took a fight with the commissioner. You know how costly that was in reputation and in dollars for you. Chill, big dog. And now you can't even take a joke? Oh, okay. And that's where we are right now. I'm telling you, they went from good cop to bad cop to both of them sheriffs right now, just looking at Zeke and Dak and saying, man, look, we are too invested into you guys. I've done too much cover for this situation for you guys to now treat me back this way. Yeah. Return the love.
I totally agree. I think he's talking to Zeke's agent, because if you really look at it, at the end of the day, he has 2 years left on his contract. You and your agent just upset Jerry Jones. It took him everything he had not to say what he really wanted to say in that last interview they did, okay? Now his son is coming out and saying what he's saying. Now, if I was in that position, I wanted to be vindictive and teach you a lesson. You got 2 years left on your contract. That means you got 2 more years with me. So worst case scenario, I can make you sit out for 2 years. That's 2 years gone. And then on top of that, you only got 2 credited years. So now your exclusive rights would mean you would still belong to me. So I would have you again as a franchise player. And then I could still franchise tag you again. So with that being said, I definitely think he's talking to Zeke's agent.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to give a different angle on this and disagree with both of you, even though I think you both had fine discussion points.
Thank you.
I'm going with the quarterback. And the reason why I'm going with Dak is, for certain, you need your quarterback in camp. He is in camp. You need him to participate. You need him to be present. All right? He touches the ball every single play. Ezekiel Elliott isn't going to touch the ball every single play. And when you have a quarterback that can lead the way that Dak has established himself as a leader, you don't want a contract situation to turn into the reason why his performances turn poor. And if you're looking at a number like $40 million, you're trying to justify giving me $40 million. When most people would say, conventional wisdom says, yes, you are a winner. Yes, you have done a lot for this Dallas Cowboy franchise. But the reality of it is that we can look at a handful of guys. You might be on the tail end of the second hand in terms of really, really gifted, high-rated quarterbacks in this league. So stop asking for $40 million. Take this money that we're offering you right now and be the quarterback and be the leader of this Dallas Cowboys team and stop complaining. I'm talking to you, Dak. Don't let your agent sit here and ruin a golden opportunity. You are the quarterback of America's team. Now, I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm a fan of James. I'm a fan of the Steelers. Some people say it's the Steelers, but they say Dallas, right? So if Dallas is America's team, be the quarterback of America's team and accept the contract that we're giving you, and don't let your agent be the one that sabotages this situation.
And the reason why I agree with LeVar and why I'm on the position is just because Zeke is an elite talent. And so I think it's easier to understand his agent's point of view. Like Rocky Arsenal or whatever, he represents the best running back in football in his mind. Todd France does not represent the best quarterback in football. He doesn't represent a top 10 quarterback. And so let's deal with some reality here. Zeke's got, Dak has a long runway here, can make a lot of money. Zeke's window to make money is very short at that running back position. Running backs don't play until age 40 like the quarterbacks do. I think he thinks Dak is getting the worst advice of the two.
And I think that's sad. That's a sad commentary if an agent is ruining Dak's ability to be able to continue to grow his brand.
Well, listen, the agent can only do what you allow him to do. Your agent is your buffer, okay? My agent is there to make me look good. He's to be the bad guy. Like, you're not supposed to come in and say, me and Zeke feel disrespected. No, I feel that was disrespectful to Zeke.
Good point.
You don't put me as, you take all the heat for me. That's your job.
That's
and you get me as much money as I want. Then I'll agree to sign this. If he doesn't agree to sign this, if he telling him I want to sign this deal, the deal gets signed.
And to your point, it was a sad reality when I was in the league that the perception out there was that you work for your agent instead of the reality that they work for you. So they have to follow lock and step with your wishes and desires. But I still say it's Zeke because when you talk about value, when you talk about, okay, you got 2 years remaining on your deal, you either could cash out, which it seems like your efforts are right now, or you can have equity. And we all know that equity can build and accrue as we go forward. And Jerry's just saying, how much equity do I have with you? I thought I had a lot more than this. And if this is the way you're going to respond, okay, I have a deal for you. But it's not the deal you desire. But guess what? This situation's not a deal I desire. Got 2 years minimum left with me. So that's where they are at that impasse.
All right, Darnell, did we miss anything?
Yeah, looks like we got a pretty big update on Zeke Elliott's contract talks. Earlier today, Ed Werder tweeted out, quote, the most recent offer and negotiations between holdout Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys came from the team. Elliott has been offered a contract, making him one of the NFL's 2 highest paid running backs. That would suggest team offering more than Le'Veon Bell and less than Todd Gurley. Want to ask you guys, should Zeke take the deal?
Yeah. If they're offering him just a hair less than Todd Gurley, yeah, I think you take that deal when you got 2 years left, you got the baggage of your suspensions and things like that. That's a fair offer.
No, it's not. It's impossible if I'm Ezekiel Elliott to sign this deal. One, immediately, I see this deal as less than someone who already got paid. And guess what's going to happen as soon as I sign on the dotted line? I'm going to get leapfrogged, and we'll be right back in this situation. Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, you want to keep going? Okay. Anyway, so now I'm going to be sitting there at top 5 before I blink. And then we'll be right back here, Jerry. My ego needs the headline, because I was in this situation.
I'm going to tell you right now, man.
Hold on, big dog. Your ego needs the headline of, I did this. I'm the highest paid running back, even if it's for 5 seconds, just because I am the best running back. I need that to be sold.
Don't be led by your ego.
Yeah, don't let that happen.
Oh,
Bird in the hand's worth 2 in the bush. Right now,
is he the best back?
He has 2 years. I believe he's one of them. He has 2 years left on his contract.
Right.
I can still have you be mine for another 2 years if you don't want to sign. Is he going to sit out 2 years, not play ball, and think he's going to come in and be the second highest paid running back?
No.
Okay, take the deal.
Okay.
I hate best back terminology, by the way, sometimes, because there are different back. Just like I hate the terminology of best this or best that. The bottom line is, we could say, I could argue Le'Veon Bell is the best back now that he's back. The best back in the league is now back playing football again. But the reality of it is that now, if Zeke wants to have more money and be the highest paid running back in the league, you stayed out this long, wait it out. Play your hand.
Yeah, I respect that. That's how I usually feel, except with the cap inflation and the fact that other guys are coming to leapfrog you. How are you going to really sit still on this deal? And it's already less than what you should get if you were up.
I say take it if I'm number 2. If I become number 2 highest paid, I say take it and get back with your team. But in reality, you've played it this long. And let's not lose sight of the fact that this is a part of the institution of the National Football League. Sometimes veterans will pull a vet move and play out the contract negotiation, knowing that they're going to take the deal that's on the table, knowing that they have enough value, and they just do not want to participate in the preseason festivities. That could be as big as this whole thing is, as far as I'm...
All right, coming up, a Steelers legend just called out the leadership of Big Ben and Mike Tomlin. We'll tell you who has more to prove next.